It's one of the simplest question, random variables, 2022, electrical. Your time starts now. So the probability density function of a random variable x be given as f of x, that is equal to a times e to the power minus 2 mod x. The value of a is, as we can see, some hint here, sir ji, we have a function and nothing is given about the x, which means x can belong from minus infinity to plus infinity. Oh, then it's a continuous random variable. PDF is given continuous random variable. Don't you remember any property? Arey हाँ sir ji, I remember the property, integral minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x dx is 1. Area under the PDF curve is always 1. Use that and you will get the answer. गोस्वामी जी कह रहे हैं डिनर करते हुए बस अटेम्प्ट कर रहा हूँ. अरे तो फिर बाद में डिनर कर लो ना, पहले डिनर को अटेम्प्ट करो फिर बाद में क्वेश्चन को कर लेना, दोनों साथ साथ क्यों कर रहे हो. सी, so the first point is PDF is given and x belongs to by default minus infinity to infinity, which means that x is a continuous random variable. And if x is a continuous random variable, very good Teja, 4 is the wrong answer. So as per the property, integral minus infinity to plus infinity f of x dx, that is equal to 1. Very good Saurav, 2 is the wrong answer. So now integral minus infinity to plus infinity, sir, f of x is a times e to the power minus 2 mod x dx, that is equal to 1. Now there are two students. One student is sir ji हम है ना इसको split करके solve करेंगे, because we know that mod x is positive x in the positive side, negative x in the negative side, so we'll split and solve. Okay, that is method 1. Other students are like, sir, I won't split, I will say that integral minus a to a f of x dx format. Let us take the function, is it even or odd? Tell me guys, is it even or odd function? Sir, it is even function. Yes or no? f of x is f of minus x, therefore, और odd हो ही नहीं सकता, odd हो गया तो ये 0 होगा, and then how 0 is equal to 1? It can never happen. So yes, it's odd function, which means twice a integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus 2 mod x in this domain. In the positive domain, mod x is just positive x. Okay, now it is very easy to solve, Sarji, because 2a, then e to the power minus 2x upon minus 2, upper limit infinity, lower limit 0, that is equal to 1. This 2 getting cancelled, minus to the outside, so minus a, e to the power minus infinity minus e to the power 0, that is equal to 1. Sir, e to the power minus infinity, please check it out. मैं ये calculation को आगे लेकर जाना चाहता हूँ. Okay, those students who are saying that the answer is 0.5, very good, that is the wrong answer, Saurav and Goswami ji, है ना. दक्ष और बाकी सब चिल्ला चिल्ला करके कह रहे थे 1 है 1 है, 1 is the right answer. Okay, so e to the power minus infinity is 1 upon e to the power infinity, which is 1 upon infinity, which is 0. Okay, so e to the power minus infinity, always remember it is 0. If this is 0 and this is 1, therefore minus a, 0 minus 1, that is equal to 1, therefore a is equal to 1. Done and dusted. 2021 PI. Try this question. The probability mass function p of x of a discrete random variable x is given by p of x, that is equal to 1 by 2 to the power x, where x is 1, 2, dot 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 infinity. The expected value of x is a dash in integer. Tell me guys, what is the answer? Actually, this is simple. Expectation you know how to find now. Expectation, there are two formulas, integration and summation formula. So integration formula you have to use when you have continuous random variable, and summation formula when you have a discrete random variable. So guys, is this a discrete or a continuous random variable? Sir, x is countable 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is countable, then it is a discrete. If it is in a domain, if it is in a range, then it is a continuous random variable. Understanding? तो यार ये 1 मिनट के अंदर बन जाना चाहिए था, आप हो के बहुत समय लगा रहे हो. Goswami ji is saying 2. Very good, Goswami ji. Now you gave the right answer, because you guys are saying, sir, e of x is equal to summation x p of x, since x is a discrete random variable. Goswami ji is like, chalo, खाता खुला sir ji, पहली बार खाता खुला. So now summation x p of x. But sir, if you see carefully, x is starting with 1 and ending to infinity, and p of x is this thing, 1 by 2 to the power x. Okay, so now substitute x is 1, so 1 into 1 by 2 to the power 1, which is half, 1 into half, plus if x is 2, then 2 into 1 by 2 to the power 2, plus 3 into 1 by 2 to the power 3, plus dot 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 dot, so on and so forth. If I move forward, ये क्या हो गया, मुंह दिखाई हो गई वापस, गंदी बात, मुंह दिखाई. चलो, I need free slides. Let me add some free slides, guys. हाँ, सौरभ का इस सब मामलों में बराबर आता है. अरे सर जी शगुन शगुन है, आंसर का इसमें नहीं आता है मैसेज. अरे सर जी हम देते ना आंसर, तब तो अरे सर जी हम तो खाना खा रहे हैं सर जी, अरे हम तो बीमार हो चुके हैं सर जी. इट्स वेरी बैड. Please do not say this is 1 minus x the whole power minus 2. That's wrong. 1 minus x the whole power minus 2 is 1 plus 2x plus 3x square and so on and so forth. This is not of that fashion. To make it of that fashion, take half outside. Now you may say 1 plus 2 into half plus 3 into half square plus dot 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 dot, and now sir ji this is half, and I can say 1 minus x, x is this, correct, the whole power minus 2, so now half, and this is half the whole power minus 2, so reciprocal of half is 2 and square of that is 4, so 4 divided by 2, yes the answer is 2. सबको समझ में आ गया तो एक बार कमेंट करके बता दो yes. 2019 civil engineering, Goswami ji liked the previous question. So how the simple concept was, but you know, right, they will ask you in a very twisted fashion. So guys, tell me the probability density function of a continuous random variable distributed uniformly between x and y for y is greater than x is what? Chalo, koi baat nahi. But tell me guys, what is the answer for this question? I will just give you 1 minute. Swain is saying A, Teja is saying A. But Goswami ji, you are just laughing and laughing but not giving the answer. The best part is you guys are thinking x and y are variables. No, x and y are not variable. Check it out. The variable is, for say, let us say t. They are saying the variable t. It is uniformly distributed between x and y. Oh ho ho, between x and y, sir ji. So x here, y here. These are the points where the function is uniformly distributed. Oh ho, so f of t would be 1 by y minus x. Sir, how do you know y is here? How do you know that x is not here? They are saying that y is greater than x. They are saying that y is greater than x. Therefore, y will come here. समझ में आ रहा है बात? Y will come here. Now, once you know that y will come here because y is greater than x and this is the stuff, then you know that this is the PDF. This is the probability density function. They were asking the probability density function is, so the probability density function is 1 upon y minus x. Okay, 1 upon x minus y is wrong because x is smaller, y is greater, so greater minus smaller. Acha, try the next question. 2018 civil engineering. Graph is given. They want to say that this f of x, you have to make it probability density function. Then what should be the value of h? Tell me. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, tada. The right answer is not C. The right answer is A. But why? First of all, let me ask you guys, is it a continuous random variable or a discrete random variable? What do you want to say about this? This graph which you are seeing, the random variable which you are seeing, is it a continuous or a discrete random variable? Be specific, guys. Very good. Goswami ji is saying discrete random variable. There's a reason behind Goswami ji behavior. Sir, x is 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. This is what Neha Didi is also saying. Sir, a discrete random variable. See, x is countable, 0, 1, 2, 3. That is wrong. X is not countable. If you check carefully, then you will see that our function f of x is keep on working linearly up in the range 0 to 1. When my function is from 0 to 1, is it a straight line? Is it working in each and every point between 0 to 1? Please check it out. Then from 1 to 2, it is changing its behavior, but it is again a straight line. From 2 to 3, in this range, it is also working in a straight line. So if it is working in a range, then how can it be a discrete random variable? ये तो आँखों का धोखा है जो उन्होंने आपको 0, 1, 2, 3 ऐसे लिख करके दिया है. But basically this is a continuous random variable. Understood now? Then do let me know in the comment section. Yes, this is where a lot of students make mistake. So that was the first point I wanted to clear. I understood why you guys are not getting the answer, because your fundamentals are wrong. Therefore you are not getting the answer. अब मुझे लगता है अब आप समझ पा रहे हो. Everyone in the comment section, if you are understanding, then yes, it's a continuous random variable. I have to say that x works in a range, so continuous random variable. Second point, if I want to make this as a PDF, then integral minus infinity to plus infinity small f of x dx should be equal to 1. Sir, there are two ways. Now either I solve the integration, but sir, to solve the integration I should know the function. Yes. But sir, function is not given directly. Yes. Sir, then how to get the function? This is the point where x is 0, f of x is 0. This is the point where x is 1 and f of x is h. 2 points are known. Can you use your straight line concept to get the equation? And then do the integral 0 to 1 straight line equation dx, solve that integration, then get one more equation because you have 2 points. Again, x is 1, y is 0. This is the point where x is 2, y is 2h. 2 points, equation of straight line, solve it again. You can see the next, then solve 3 integration and then get the value of h. Oh Sarji, it's a very tedious task. I know it, therefore I say it as method 1. But then there is method 2 also. Sir, integral f of x dx is nothing but the area. गोस्वामी जी कह रहे बट दिस इज डिस्क्रीट रैंडम वेरिएबल. बताओ गोस्वामी जी कैसे डिस्क्रीट रैंडम वेरिएबल है? How discrete random variable? If it was a discrete random variable, then our f of x, when x is 0, 1, 2, 3, at x is equal to 0, the function is 0. At x is equal to 1, the function is h. At x is equal to 2, the function is 2h. At x is equal to 3, the function is 3h. This is the graph of the discrete random variable. गोस्वामी जी, अगर आप है ना ऐसे नेटवर्क इशू करोगे और फिर बाद में कहोगे रिपीट, तो मैं तो इतने आराम से आपको एक एक पॉइंट बता रहा था, ठीक है, और आप ऐसे कर रहे हो. चलो, so now if it's a discrete random variable, then it works only at the specific points 0, 1, 2, 3. It doesn't work in the range, okay? But in our graph, the things are working in a range. From 0 to 1, the curve is increasing. From 1 to 2, the curve is increasing. If it is working in a range, it is a continuous random variable. Now I guess you guys have understood. Everyone in the comment section, have you understood now? So can I say integral f of x dx can be said as area? Area, yes. So area under f of x, that should be equal to 1. So if you use the method 2, it would be more faster approach. If you use the method 2, now you will say, oh Sarji, it's easy now. Check it out guys. If I use the concept number 2, then I can say area of this is half base into height. What is half base into height? Sir, if I use that concept, so half base is 1 and height is h. So half base into height. Plus if I check the second triangle, what is the area? Sir, half base into height. So sir, base is 1 and height is 2h minus 0, 2h. So base is 1 and height is 2h. Plus if I check the third triangle, then the base is 1 and the height is 3h minus 0. So height is 3h. So base is 1 and height is 3h, that is equal to 1. So now finally I can say h plus 2h plus 3h, which is 6h. 6h is equal to 2. So h कितना होगा फिर? 2 by 6. So 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means option A is correct. Chalo. Try the next question. This is not repeated, but this is one of the good question. Try it out, guys. 2 random variables x and y are distributed according to f of x comma y that is equal to x plus y when x is from 0 to 1, y is from 0 to 1, otherwise the function is 0. So the probability of p of x plus y less than equal to 1 is what? NAT 2 marker 2016 telecommunication. Tell me guys. Swain is saying 0.5. Oh Swain, that's the wrong answer. Goswami ji is saying 0.333. I guess so. What Swain has did is, Swain was like, sir, I know that probability of two-dimensional random variable when the things are continuous random variable, then we know that it's double integration f of x comma y dx dy, and then sir ji, x is 0 to 1, y is 0 to 1, function is like this, substitute and get the answer. That is absolutely wrong, Swain. That is absolutely wrong. Why? Because they are saying that x plus y should be less than equal to 1. But if you take x is 1, y is 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2 and 2 is not less than equal to 1. Oh Sarji, that I have not seen. Yes, then you have to see carefully. That the problem with this is, we have to first figure it out the region and then we have to comment on the limits. Understood? हाँ, region बनाना पड़ेगा. ऐसा तुम direct नहीं खेल सकते. Chalo, this is a telecommunication question. It's not that easy. By the way, making region is not tough. X plus y is equal to 1 line is this. This is x plus y that is equal to 1. This is the point where x is 1, y is 0. This is the point where x is 0, y is 1. Okay. What's next? X is 0 to 1, y is 0 to 1. So x is 0 is this line, x is 1 is this line, y is 0 is this line, y is 1 is this line, and you can clearly see that the shaded region would be this. Sir, how do you know that the shaded region would be this? There is a reason. There is a reason behind it. I will tell you why. Okay. When somebody says x plus y is less than equal to 1, then there is a point here 1 comma 1. Then 1 comma 1 is not satisfying this scenario. So upper region is not allowed. Oh, so if upper region is not allowed and x should be from 0 to 1, y is 0 to 1. So first quadrant. In first quadrant we have either this region or this region. Upper region not allowed since that point 1 comma 1 was not satisfying. So obviously this inner region is the only region left which will satisfy our criteria. Understood now how to identify the region, because that is the very important step. Once you understand, and you can also re-verify taking the corner points and then substituting here and getting the idea whether it is satisfying or not. And if it is satisfying, then further tell me how to find the limits now. So take vertical strip. If you take the vertical strip, then in vertical strip x is constant, x is going from 0 to 1. Yes. And y is going from lower limit to upper limit. So lower limit is 0, upper limit just rearrange and you will get y is equal to 1 minus x. Now finally you can say that, sir, I needed the probability that x plus y is less than equal to 1, that is equal to double integration f of x comma y dx dy, which is double integration. Our function was x plus y, correct or not? Yes sir ji. But my if you want to satisfy this region and also x is 0 to 1, y is 0 to 1, then my limits should be x is 0 to 1 and y should be from 0 to 1 minus x. And finally you have to solve this integration and you have to say that, sir, y has a variable in the limit, so it should be solved first. If you solve it first, integral with respect to dy, so dx you have to go outside. So integral x dy, x is constant, but integral dy is y, plus integral y dy, which is y square by 2. Arey ha ki na, upper limit 1 minus x, lower limit 0. Then outside integral 0 to 1 with respect to dx. Okay, if you do it further, just make a note that when you are doing upper limit minus lower limit, variable is y. Okay, chalo. Then integral 0 to 1, upper limit is x into 1 minus x plus 1 minus x the whole square divided by 2, minus lower limit will make everything 0, and finally if you solve it 0.33 is what you get. तो मैं पूरा सॉल्व तो नहीं करूँगा, सिंगल इंटीग्रेशन तो आप कर ही सकते हो. अरे हाँ कि ना. Try the next question in front of your screen. अरे बहुत ट्रैप है, probability trap ही ट्रैप है. Try this easy question, 2015 civil engineering set 1. Consider the following PMF, probability mass function, of a random variable x. Further they are saying This PMF looks like this. If x is 0, function is q. X is 1, function is 1 minus q. Otherwise, the function is not working. So if q is 0.4, can you find the variance of x? 0.24, yes Goswamiji, that is absolutely correct, and I know that you are taking time because you haven't watched my previous class where I was telling you that don't go for the method 1, that x is a discrete random variable, so variance of x is equal to e of x square minus e of x the whole square, finding this thing, substituting, getting the answer. And no, please do not go. Why Sarji, why? Because x is 0, function is like this. X is 1, function is like this. X is 0, 1. Only 2. Arey sir, this is the case of Bernoulli distribution. Yes, this is the case of Bernoulli distribution. So be smart and use the method 2. Use the Bernoulli distribution concept. In the Bernoulli distribution, there is a trick. From binomial special case comes the Bernoulli. So in binomial, V is equal to N into P into Q. Correct? But in Bernoulli, number of trial is 1. So variance is just P into Q. Whatever probabilities you see, just multiply them. Sir, our table was when x is 0, check it out, the PMF, the P of x was q, but when x is 1, the P of x was 1 minus q. Yes or no? Check it out. Yes, sir ji. So now, if somebody asks you about the variance of x as per the Bernoulli distribution, it is just P into, I should not write P into Q, otherwise you will get some confusion. I will just say that it is success into failure. Okay, so success into failure, multiply both the probabilities. So 1 minus q into q, sir, it is 1 minus q. Sir, q was, they are giving in the question that q is 0.4. I was like, yes. See, q is 0.4. If you substitute, you will get the answer now. 1 minus 0.4 into 0.4. So finally, the answer is 0.6 into 0.4, 0.24. Done. Try the next question, 2015 instrumentation. The question is, the probability density function of a random variable x is given as, this is the PDF, when x is greater than or equal to 0 and 0 otherwise. Expected value of the function g of x, which is like this, is what? They don't need the expectation of random variable x. They need the expectation of a function, which is in terms of x. Oh, so expectation of function of random variable x. Sir, this kind of concept I have studied from you in the previous classes, so I remember. Come on, if you remember, this can be solved in 1 minute 30 seconds. Tell me guys, what is the answer? Teja is saying 4. Very good, Teja. 4 is the right answer. तेजा एकदम से डर जाते सर. वेरी गुड. सूली पे लटका दो हमें. नहीं, तुमको बार बार जी जज बनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है तेजा. Okay, sometimes you are also correct. Sir, sometimes you are wrong. Many times you are correct. So e of x, you know that it is integral x f of x dx when you are dealing with continuous random variable. Sir, how do you know that it was a continuous random variable? Because x is greater than or equal to 0. X is in range. This represents the continuous random variable. So therefore integration. But they needed e of g of x. E of g of x is integral. X would be changed. See, this and this are interlinked. If instead of x we have x to the power n, then this is x to the power n. If instead of x we have g of x, then here it would be g of x. And other things are in terms of x. X is going from minus infinity to infinity. Density function of x, integral with respect to dx. That is how the things are working. And now guys, please check it out. As per the question, when x is greater than or equal to 0, then our PDF works like this. And our g of x is this. So make a note, my integral is x is going from 0 to infinity. In that case, my f of x is e to the power minus x. And my g of x in the question, it was given e to the power 3x by 4. Correct? And dx. So finally, I will say integral e to the power 3x by 4 minus x. Tell me guys. 3x by 4 minus 1, x is common, taken outside. Sir, it is e to the power minus x by 4 now. Okay. So integral 0 to infinity e to the power minus x by 4 dx. So this is equal to e to the power minus x by 4 divided by minus 1 by 4, upper limit infinity, lower limit 0. Minus 4 can be taken outside. E to the power minus infinity minus e to the power 0. Sir, g minus 4 into 0 minus 1. Yes, the answer is 4.